Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, Vibing After Dark _ with Mo. And if you're new to my channel, how about hit that subscribe button? And if you're a returning subscriber, how about sending it to a family or a friend so they can vibe out with us? And please, 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 please make sure you like this video. That helps out a lot, and thanks in advance. Alright you guys, so as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be talking about Kodak Black and Jayda photo resurfaced. Then we're going to be talking about Kodak and his feelings, Sexyy Redd coming to his aid to make him feel a little bit better. And then the last thing we're going to get into is this Young Miami Joe Budden situation and Jayda Akademiks coming on in Joe Budden's defense. But in the end, Caresha and Akademiks decide to do a sit down on her next episode of Caresha Please. Alright, so let's get straight into the video. And the first thing I want to get into is Kodak Black. He's been in the media a lot lately. And what I want to get into is him and Jayda CLEARS, however you pronounce her last name, and I mean no disrespect by it, but they had an old picture that resurfaced and fans and everybody was asking her about her dating Kodak Black. So she did actually came out and answer one of the fans, because one of the fans said, "Jayda girl, they said you went with Kodak, is it true?" She said, "We were cool a long time ago, and when I first moved to ATL, I never dated him, and we've never done anything together. I was mad at my incarcerated boyfriend at the time and took a pic with him to piss my boyfriend off. It was never supposed to get posted, but Kay posted it. And I never talked to him again after that because that wasn't Pete at all. It's so funny now because we were all kids and I really used to be a menace." So then the audio came out and resurfaced as well. And this is the audio right here.
And take that picture down.
No, Jill, stop. For real, bro.
No, seriously, I'm not playing. Like, it's like not even cool. You should see what people under my pictures saying. Like, not even right. And you don't even care. You don't even care.
I miss you.
Okay, well, act like it. If you miss me so much, we can talk. And then you delete that
You
picture.
fucking talk. Everybody need to know that you mine. You mine. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give this Diego cat none of this.
Okay, well, can you? Okay, well, if I'm yours, why you even want a girl to go out bad like that? Like, that picture is not. No.
So then Jayda continued answering a couple questions. Somebody said, "You a D lie, laugh my A off, why you lying?" She said, "Lying about a F? Babe, I'm not claiming no bodies I didn't catch. Y'all be projecting on me so bad, knowing y'all going in real life. Laugh my A off, I don't be effing these ninjas. Hate to bust y'all a bubble." Okay, and somebody else said, "Okay, what about YB?" She said, "He hosted my 18th birthday party and that's it. We never kicked it." So then she said, "If I F that injure, I'm not clearing up nothing, by the way. Mind you, y'all still worried about some blank from 8 years ago to dangle over my head when it's not true. And I'm not going to sit here and go for nobody's added on me. Sorry, I don't care, I don't care. I know exactly who done got this twat, and it ain't a lot of inches, or the ones y'all thinking. I have very specific blank management, by the way. Just because an injure got money don't mean I'm going. Sorry to break it to the mad bees in the back. Saying I'm lying, ask him the F." Okay, so that's that on that. I guess they never really bothered Kodak Black, or he's too busy. He didn't even respond back to that. So a few days ago, he posted to his Instagram story and he said, "Now I understand nobody give a F about me if I ain't paying. Lonely as F out here, bro." And he actually had a couple people to reach out to him to try to cheer him up. But one of the first ones that actually went live and say something to him to cheer him up was Sexyy Redd.
"What's up, Yak? I seen your post. I don't love you if you ain't got no money for them." I said, I feel you, Yak. It's okay. We finna go on tour, hoes, Yak. You gonna thug with me, okay? We both got some money. We gonna thug. We gonna have fun. Fuck them broke hoes. I'm gonna turn you up. You like this? Thank you. It's so bad. I just woke up, baby. This me just waking up, boo. You see this? Real life Indian. I'm gone.
So people coming on her Twitter and was like, "Sexyy Redd, a real one, reaching out to Kodak. We need more supportive friends like this." She said, "Make sure you check up on your strong friends. I don't care if they look happy, still check up on your friends." So I know Kodak probably really is going through a lot. I know like a while back he came on live and he was just saying like how he was proud of himself because he used to be real, off that stuff. And now he's doing better. He's not really doing it anymore at all. So he was just proud of himself. I remember that. But I guess that's a struggle when you was a addict. And I'm sure he probably lost some people because he was on it heavy. And a lot of people don't want to be around people like that. But anyway, he posted on his Instagram and he said, I appreciate everybody that came through with words of encouragement for me. I love y'all for real. Well, Vicky was one of the ones that had the heart emoji at the bottom. Monica actually came out and she shared some photos of her and Kodak Black. And she also put it in the caption because he actually shared it first. He said, I love the way she cares for me. And then she posted on her Instagram story with one of his songs playing. And she said, this is a life that opens the gates of judgment and ridicule versus the love and compassion we often need. God is for you, with you, carrying and protecting you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And that came from John chapter 4, verse 4. So they was actually at the concert with him, Sexyy Redd, and he wore this outfit right here. And he was kind of getting a little clown for the shoes he got on. That's one of them summertime granddaddy cooking on the grill type shoes. But anyway, so let's move on to the next topic, which is this Young Miami Joe Budden Akademiks shenanigans. Now this part is going to be pretty lengthy just because I have the audio of Joe Budden saying what he said and Akademiks saying what he said. But anyway, so Say Cheese posted, Joe Budden hit record Pump It Up is officially certified gold. It released in 2003. So Young Miami thought it was funny. She left laughing emojis just because it's over 20 years old and it's just now getting gold. So she started getting dragged by everybody else on Twitter just for laughing at Joe Budden. So this person right here on Twitter, the Big Homie posted, Young Miami's monthly listeners versus Joe Budden monthly listeners on Spotify, and they put Jay-Z laughing. So as you can see, Young Miami had 195,000 monthly listeners and Joe Budden has 781,000 listeners. So Joe Budden said, like I always said, laughter is good for the soul. Young Miami said, you don't like the way it feels when someone laughs at your accomplishments, but it's cool when you do it. It don't feel good, right? And then somebody else said, beefing with black bees. She said, I laughed my A off. Then she said, I'm beefing with a whole bunch of men. This is sad. Protect black women. And y'all, the women was not even trying to hear her saying protect black women. So she had some people agreeing with her, and then she had a lot of people that was on Joe Budden's side. But to me, Joe Budden actually kind of started the whole thing. And I feel like Caresha just took this opportunity to, laugh at him back. Because when it was announced that her podcast was getting canceled, this is what Joe Budden had to say.
Another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust. I love when a two-time award winner. I love when they just it's over now.
Yeah, that thing might be over. I ain't gonna lie.
He said, "I love it."
I love it. She won the award 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Now I don't care about that stuff. However, when there's a glitch in the matrix.
It was a little fishy.
Sure. 7 is
yeah. And another one down, and another one down. Another one bites the dust.
And somebody actually posted this to remind people that Joe Budden started. And somebody said exactly. He was sitting up on this podcast laughing and dancing about Caresha, please. And so Young Miami was like, but every time I defend myself, it's a problem. And it's all men. So y'all know DJ Akademiks is going to take every opportunity that he can to drag Caresha. So he took to his YouTube and his stream to parade in this. So this is what he had to say.
Y'all still right? What? Caresha who? Caresha, please. Caresha, please get another record deal. Maybe you and Big Back Santana could talk about that next. You're dropped, okay? You're dropped. And by the way, everything I said came to light. I said, let's trim the fat. She's want to be a concubine. She's taking piss, P. Diddy, and threesomes. The label need to focus on the one person who care about music. Lo and behold, I look up. I take a shot at Espelon. Shorty got dropped. I'm going to just save the rest. Joe, Joe don't even need me. I'll be like, yo, Joe, I'll send you a few things on her. She's dropped. Caresha, I kind of know how much in debt y'all are to the... remember when you said that there's no money in this? No, there's money. I think it almost turns into bullying at that time. Okay.
So I guess Akademiks did give Joe Budden some ammunition to shoot at Caresha, because this is what he had to say on his podcast.
Complex were to do a list of where all the female rappers rate, Caresha, you would be last on the list. You would be drop dead last on that list. Every female out there is wiping you down right now. And to the people that are lost, I'm saying this because Caresha put the laughing emojis over LL handing me my Pump It Up gold plaque. And do I believe Pump It Up to be a gold record? No. And do I believe that everybody in the lunchroom can laugh at something that may be funny? No. No. Most of the lunchroom could get a good chuckle. But Caresha was the very last person I expected to do this. Caresha, not only may you be dropped from your label right now, but you are not allowed to put music out. There's nothing happening. I want to remind you that today I hear Pump It Up more than I hear you. So while you go on these social media rants and say that you were 9 years old with Pump It Up drop and now you're 30, you should be cautious of that because your record label today is saying to you that they're not seeing any growth. Self-admittedly, the only talent that you have possessed in recent years is providing emotion, yet you're at a standstill. I'm not talking city girls. I'm talking you. And that's my problem when it comes to current modern acts and the caricatures that you be. Like, I view you as a science project. And I'm not talking city girls because I'm a fan of city girls. And I'm on JT's side in the breakup. But I love city girls, and city girls has accomplished a few. No, for real, JT came up here, hair flowing.
She's amazing.
She's like, stop for a minute. I ain't stupid. I gotta try to read between some of the social media shit. JT came up here, skin glowing, hair glowing, knee-high boots, with a staff that didn't look cheap. She came up here talking that talk. She came up here with music circulating, and everybody up here absolutely loved her.
Yes.
Here's the kicker. JT also has a nigga with all the money in the world.
Right.
JT is with somebody. I fuck with JT. Throw the phone to that bitch at the award show, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I'm repping for mine. JT got a nigga that got all the money in the world, and still, when the odds were against her, she got to it.
For sure.
She got to work. Niggas laughed. Oh, you doing a small venue? Yo, oh, you flap. Oh, yo. She came up here and got real. Yo, our last project, it wasn't the greatest. And I had to go back to the drawing board and really find myself. I don't think Caresha has the time. I don't think she has the time to laugh when it appears that she is going through an identity crisis. And that right there be my problem with y'all. I've seen y'all. I am very familiar with this type. I'm familiar with the type that think they became the dick that they helped came. I'm very familiar with that think they have bloomed into who they consume.
Oh, wow.
You was running around here and you gave JT to kiss. You sat there with Saucy Santana, who even raps better than yo, and gave JT to kiss. You said, I'm dating a billionaire now, shit, I'm off of it. We not making no money, I'm donezo here. You told Shorty Doo-Wop, you told Homeboy's ex that if you felt like it, you could get Homeboy to get her on all fours and start sucking like a dog or some shit. You also told Homegirl that because her carpet was fucked, and now when you start with me, you want to say protect black women. I don't want to hear nothing. You are the worst female rapper out there currently, and you don't write your own. These are science projects put together by people and companies with the best of the best surrounding them for them to get further. But as a standalone, nothing's ever happened. When JT went to jail, you kicked that shit. Yo, I got to wait for it. The wait for it looks different now. Nothing was popping. You were on arguably one of the greatest labels to ever exist, next to who I would say is the second best group to ever come out of Atlanta. Yet you still find yourself in this position. You was running around talking big. Not mad. What I'm mad at is that you tucked whatever you was mad at. Like whatever I said that drove you the wrong way or hurt your feelings, you tucked it until you saw like an opportune time. And somehow me getting a plaque is the opportune time. Get off. I don't really understand it, but I also don't think that you are the lawnmower with a steering wheel. I don't think that you are. I don't want to say sharpest knife in the drawer. I just don't. How you view things is a little different from reality. You shouldn't have time to do a thing. You should have time to do absolutely nothing but look around and see that all the people that was pumping money into me have stopped. I might be in the red. I don't have no motion out here, and everybody else is up kicking ass. You get time to tweet emojis, girl. No.
Let's get it.
No, she should stop.
No.
I'm going to stop too now.
Yes, you should stop.
I would like to keep going.
But you should.
His career was never compared to Joe Budden.
So DJ Akademiks actually did a reaction video to what Joe Budden had to say. Then he added his little 2 cents to it too.
You are Caribou. You see, the reason why you can't speak to somebody like Joe Budden is because whether he wrote a song, which is almost like a pop song now, it's a very popular hip-hop song, Pump It Up, or he wrote any of them other songs he wrote, They all came from his pen, his mind. He owns the publisher. Young Miami, you can't name 5 lyrics that you done wrote, and that's the problem. You got to stop cosplaying as you're a outstanding artist because you're nothing but a ventriloquist. And that's the problem where people like Joe Budden has always been frustrated. I didn't get his frustration when I first lined up with him on Everyday Struggle because part of his frustration was with people like you. Because people like him, for him to come up with some brilliant lyrics, really double entendres and triple entendres and all these complex and multis and all this type of stuff, he had to really think. Pen and paper, BlackBerry, iPhone. He's really trying to lock in. All you had to do was show up and say, where's my rhymes? Now, I'm not going to knock everybody who uses a ghostwriter uses help. But you're the same person who also disrespected your label before, and they're the one who gave you the ghostwriter. Remember the reason why Yachty don't write for y'all no more? You want to tell people? I'll tell people. You don't want to talk about that. Why don't Yachty write for y'all no more? You tell me, but you won't say it. You can't. It's disingenuous to see an artist that don't write, that is non-talented, that could barely recite. And by the way, don't let nobody, and Young Miami, you know I spoke directly to your situation. The reason why you addressing everybody, neighborhood talk, Joe Budden and not me, is because you know I talk to, you know exactly who I talk to at this point. You don't want to say it. You don't want them tapes out of you not being able to perform the record, you not being able to record. You sound remedial. You listen, Young Miami, this is what I believe. Number one, your podcast, I actually like your podcast. What you got to get over is that I don't think anybody said your podcast was ever trash. They just said that you didn't do it enough. You were still trying to parade as an artist, but it wasn't really parading as an artist because you weren't dropping mad music anyway. You're just lazy. You'd rather lay on your back, take some cock, get peed on, but you don't want to actually put in the work to write a record or even put in work to do the podcast. The people you're talking about, and I agree with Joe. If you win an award at the BT Hip Hop Award, clown show of media platforms that they give awards to, if you win an award for a media platform and you barely do your podcast, you got 6 episodes. You got one who does 2 to 3 episodes a week. I'm over here streaming 8 hours multiple times a week. You have Gillian Wallow traveling the world trying to interview the people who matter, talk about the things that's happening. You have Drink Champs going so crazy. You have Sean Cotton who's all in the culture. You have Adam 22. You have Vlad. Everybody is they're working to their last drop of sweat and blood. And a little criticism. This is exactly why, Caresha, let's talk about this, Caresha. We don't got to wait for Joe. Why you dropped and JT not dropped?
Okay, so after Akademiks said all that he said, Caresha took to her Twitter and she asked him to be on the show so they could talk about it. So she said, let's do a Caresha Please Season 2 Akademiks. I would love to do a sit down from my point of view. Everyone's point of view is very important. He replied back, I'm down. And she said, hey. So he not too long ago went on his streaming platform and he explained the reason why he feel like he will be good to go on the show. So y'all can take a listen at that. And like I said, I'm sorry for it being so lengthy, but this is what he got to say. And I wouldn't mind seeing them actually finally having a sit down and hopefully they both can be cordial and act right.
There's a huge audience of women who misunderstand me. Like they only see me on Hollywood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked, the Neighborhood Talk, and Shade Room with a minute clip of me roasting somebody so they have the opinion Ak is just this bully that is just hating on women. He dislikes women, right? They don't know that I kind of have the same perspective to men who do the same things. So the problem there is they've never heard me in long form have a conversation. So if this is the way that they could possibly hear me have a long form conversation, I'm down for it. So again, I don't think it's, oh yeah, none of that. You know what I mean? And also I think this is a way for Caresha to, to clear up some of the misunderstandings. Because here's the thing, and by the way, I do not think she's ever been bullied by me. I don't think I've been bullied by her. Okay? She pops her shit, right? But a lot of times I believe when people see the back and forth with her, a lot of people feel like, yo, this woman is just a woman that doesn't get it. Like she lacks the ability to understand and to reason, right? And I think her even, I 100% believe she heard my advice from the stream like 2 days ago, and she said, all right, I'll say come on my show. I don't know if she expected me to say no, right? But all right, yeah, let's do it. And by the way, I'll tell you what that conversation's at. She said, hey, what's up? I said, what's up? She said, hey, I want you to come do the show. I said, I'm down. I said, yo, I could do it. You give me a date after a particular date. It was like 2 weeks out because, I have certain, commitments. Just pick a date. I'm there. Like, fuck it, let's do it. You get what I'm saying? And, yeah, I'd be excited to, and again, and that goes for another thing too, right? Like, I think sometimes people really think, like, there's been name calling. Yeah, I might have said, like, yo, you're a prostitute. She might have called me fat. She might have called, whatever. But, like, I've never met this woman. I've never harmed her. And she's never harmed me. right? We've both kind of went at it. She said what she said. I've said what I've said. A lot of her audience like what she says. A lot of my audience agree with what I'm saying. Why not sit down with her? You get what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, so I have no problem with sitting down with her. And, I think a good conversation should come out of this, right? I hope a good conversation comes out of this, right? And by the way, do I think I'm going to sit down with her and either or is just going to agree with each other? No. But at least on face value, and I'm just saying this, at least on face value, I'm thinking, all right, listen, I'm going to come into this that we're going to have a civil discussion. Now, granted, it might go left minute one. Minute one, it might be on some, we shouting at each other, roasting. It might go left minute one, right? But I am going into that situation to be like this. I believe talking past each other doesn't help. I think that Caresha needs to, foster an environment where her point of view is understood. And I do believe, for me, people should know that, like, yeah, while we've had some ad hominem attacks at each other, and it's gotten personal a bit, I'm not just here just to hate on her because she's a woman. Like, if you think like that, you're like remedial.
Okay, so he had a little bit more to say, but I'm going to cut it off right there because, like I keep saying, this video is a little lengthy. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it all in the comment section below. I do comment back, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.